The New World screwworm, parasitic flies that eat the tissue of animals, is at Texas's doorstep. They primarily infect and kill cows, but can infect other animals as well.
There is no doubt that this is a very, very serious threat to our livestock.
Now, the closest of the 1,800 active cases, a 5-year-old goat just 25 miles from the border.
That really marks a point where the state and the federal agencies had to deploy their final response teams.
Agriculture leaders fear if the pest reaches Texas, it could devastate the Texas cattle industry, costing the economy billions.
It has not only an impact on the production, but the families, the economies, rural, local, statewide, that depend on those.
To minimize that impact, there are several efforts underway to fight the screwworm, like deploying traps and sterile flies so that the parasites cannot reproduce, including over South Texas counties.
Aerial dispersal grids continue to shift to maximize the impact of sterile flies currently available to mitigate an incursion of wild New World screwworm flies into the United States.
The USDA has invested millions in new technologies and tools to combat the pest. The agency is also deploying detection dogs at ports of entry and tick riders to focus on surveillance along the border.
We have done everything we can possibly do on our side of the border to keep it out.
Officials asking animal owners, especially those along the border, to watch all their animals, not just cattle, closely.
That comes at a cost, but the return on that investment for minimizing the impact of this type of foreign animal pest is substantial, so it's worth it.
Authorities stressing the risk to public health in the U.S. is extremely low.
It does not spread directly from animals to people or from person to person.
8 decades after screwworms first devastated livestock herds, they're nearing a comeback. But government leaders say this time the fight will be different, fueled by new technology, research, and a robust response plan if the screwworm reaches American soil.
We will not rest until New World screwworm has been eliminated once and for all.